reading for the sign of Pisces for the month of November. Spirit, what messages do you have for the sign of Pisces? Oh, okay. Well, I'm not even done shuffling yet. So we'll see what this card is. You have risk and joy guides. So Pisces, your guides, they don't want you to be afraid to take a risk because they want to let you know that they will catch you if you fall. And I think that you're not going to fail or fall in taking this risk. I think it's very positive. And if some of you are out there are trying to conceive a child and you're wondering if it's the right time or if it's a good idea or if you'll be successful, the answer is yes. So let's go in with the Lenormand and get some additional messages. If any of you are over the age of 40, I have the number 43 here, and you're thinking about having a baby because you feel like it might be too much of a risk, I think it'll still work out because you have these two little babies here. If you're doing in vitro, be careful because you might have twins. Spirit, what additional messages do you have for the sign of Pisces? Okay, so you have the snake. You have the star. So yeah, I think that there's like a lot of fear around this risk, and I think that there are people around you that are discouraging you from taking this risk because they're concerned about your well-being. They're concerned that it won't work out and that you're going to be disappointed. They may be concerned about your physical health, but don't listen to them. Say thank you for your advice, and do what you feel is right in your own heart. You have to follow your own intuition. Whatever is supposed to happen is divinely guided. And if you're being called to take this particular risk, it is because it is part of your path. You have the star card here. This might be something that you're wishing for, that you're hoping for, that you're praying for, that you really, really want. And you're afraid that it might be the wrong choice or that it might not work out how you thought it would be, but this is all planned for you. It is divinely guided, and your guides want you to be happy and they want you to get what you want. Let's get some further messages with the tarot. For some of you, whatever this risk is, it might sound like it's too good to be true. So you might feel like, oh, this is not going to work out and I'm going to end up getting hurt in the long run. But I don't think that that's the case here. I think that's your fear or other people's fear for you. Spirit, what further messages do you have for the sign of Pisces? What messages do you have for the sign of Pisces? Hey, you have the Fool. And there's that baby again. So, that's, I think, a significant message for some of you out there, but not everyone. But we have a lot of babies going on in here. So the Fool card is all about taking a leap of faith and not fearing the consequences. If you stand at the edge too long, you're gonna start freaking out and thinking, oh my gosh, I'm not doing this, I'm turning around. But if you just take that leap, You know, your guides are going to catch you. They're going to guide you. They're going to help you. You can't live in fear. For some of you, you might have a parent that is overprotective, and they're afraid that you're going to make the wrong choice or that you're going to get hurt. See how this woman, she is like running after this baby who's about to stick his hand in a fire. And she's like, oh my God, like, what are you doing? Like, I need to protect you. But in this case, that protection is going to cause you more harm than good, because they're not allowing you to live your life or to take this risk. Like, you have to, like, kind of like burn yourself to learn, like, don't touch fire sometimes. So obviously we want to protect our children, but you can't always do that. And sometimes you have to go out and make mistakes in order to learn. However, I'm really getting that this is going to be positive. Okay, so then we have the Two of Cauldrons. So definitely feeling like if you're in a romantic relationship, you two may be trying to have a child. You're both on the same page. Getting a lot of romance vibes here. And I don't think I need to elaborate on how that, you know, plays into this, you know, child here. But it also could mean partnership, in that, you know, you have support for whatever this decision is. You just have to look to those people that are supporting you. And remember, your guides are supporting you as well. And then we have the Four of Swords. So don't be afraid to take a chance. Don't box yourself in. See how she is kind of like surrounded by these swords inside of this castle? Well, it's almost like she's created like safety here, and she's safe inside this castle with these swords. But safe isn't going to bring you, safe will only bring you happiness for so long. You have to step out of the box and, you know, get outside of your comfort zone in order to take a risk, in order to receive this joy that your guides want to bring into you. All right, let's get some final messages to close out your reading. What final messages do you have for the sign of Pisces? Perception beyond the veil of illusion. So see how there's kind of a light shining from her third eye here. There's also one in her third chakra. So you know what you want, and you know that you're going to take this risk regardless of anybody telling you. And you might have to speak up for yourself and say, listen, I really appreciate your advice. However, this is my choice, and I'm going to do it. I'm going to take this chance, and it's on me if I don't succeed, or whatever the risk is. Somebody might be trying to guilt trip you and say, like, think about me, think about everyone else, like, you're gonna hurt everyone if you do this. You know, that could be true, but you can't live your life in a bubble or in a box and worry so much about what other people think. Like, we would never do anything. Nobody would have ever traveled the world or, you know, put themselves out there. All right, what final message do you have for the sign of Pisces? Evolution. Earth changes, climate change, and transformation. So I was actually going to say transformation because of the butterfly here. So there is a major change about to take place in your life. And it is unstoppable. It's almost like if you don't take this risk, the universe is going to push you along this path regardless. So you are being called to take this risk because it is part of your destiny. It is part of your path. It is going to bring you a lot of change and transformation, but it's going to bring you great joy. So Pisces, take the leap of faith and don't worry about what the naysayers say. Just tell them, hey, it's my choice, my life. It's going to bring you lots of happiness. Go ahead and take this risk. So those are all the messages that I have for you, Pisces. Thank you and have a great day.